Hello, is this Matt?
Yeah.
Hey, man, this is Pat Monahan from Train.
How you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm good. I bet you're on top of the world this week.
Yeah, it's really fun, man. I'm about to get on an airplane to go to New York to be on a TV show, and, man, we're just so busy that it's hard to, sit and celebrate. But I plan on doing that next week when we get back from Dubai.
Yeah, Dubai. So what's in Dubai? Is it just like a one-off thing? Are you playing for like the Sultan or something?
The Dubai Jazz Festival has invited us this year. We've never gone there, but, man, that sounds like a pretty interesting time, don't you think?
Yeah, for sure. It's a whole. Well, you must have been to that part of the world before, though. I would think.
I've never been to the Middle East or anywhere
Oh,
close
wow.
to the Arab countries at all. No, so,
Crazy.
It's going to be crazy for me. How about you? Have you?
No, I haven't. Have you? Are you gonna even have time though to look around?
I think that we'll get in a day early and have a day to look around a little bit. But basically, that's it. Then the morning after the show, we'll have to hit it.
That's the rock star life, I suppose. In and out.
Hey, are you guys excited about Arcade Fire?
We are, as a country. Yes, it's like the pinnacle. We've had such a good music scene up here for a few years, and it's kind of like finally it's recognized. Do you know a lot of our acts? Like, you're in Seattle, so you're not too far.
No, I'm not too far. No, I love that. Man, it's just like everybody who announces they're from Canada, I go, God, man, I can't believe what a small place compared to the United States has so much talent. Like, when it comes to music and comedy, you guys rule the world.
We're coming along. We're gunning for you guys soon enough.
Amazing.
Well, you were there the other day. I guess I'm going to start off like this. How manufactured was the show? I mean, even with Arcade Fire winning, it was almost like too pre-planned that they were going to play the last song after they won.
I don't know, man. I think that those guys were probably psyched to play music. I don't know that they expected to win. There were a lot of acts that performed on the Grammys that didn't win anything. I mean, Justin Bieber was up there, and Katy Perry was up there, and, Bruno Mars ended up winning 1 out of 10. But, man, I don't know. I was really shocked by so many things. Best New Artist, I mean, I was shocked.
Yeah.
And I think that the voters of the Grammys this year were really voting for, like, I don't know, something different, something very organic or something. It seemed like it was about musicianship and songwriting and kind of the basics and not really the popularity of the whole thing. I was really blown away, even though Arcade Fire is incredibly popular, and they sell out Madison Square Garden among other places.
Right.
They're definitely popular, but it didn't seem like a popularity contest at all. I mean, how did it seem to you?
I dug it. I thought it was one of the better put on shows in years, actually. Like it worked. And sure, they don't give away many awards on TV, but I'd rather watch performances anyway, I think.
Yeah. I think that as much as it's an award show, it's mostly about music. And so, getting nominated and being able to perform, I mean, that's a humongous, honor and privilege. And that's the win. You get to perform your songs on TV in front of millions of people all over the world. That's a huge win.
How come it was a live cut for you guys? I'm a little confused about that, why Soul Sister Live was the nominated track.
I think that Soul Sister was, it couldn't qualify because of the prior year. I think our record company really had no idea how massive the song would get, and when it was kind of big, they put it in last year.
Oh, I see.
We recorded a live version of it to try to, anyway, and people responded to it. So it was, I don't know if they were really voting for the live version or just for the song itself, but I don't really care at this point.
No, and you shouldn't. It doesn't matter. What I find interesting, too, is that it wins, Soul Sister wins pop record, but you've also won a Grammy for Drops of Jupiter for rock song. And stylistically, stylistically it's a little different, but it's still, it's still that Train sound. And I wonder what you think about the difference between pop and rock, and if there is one.
I don't know. I think that whatever they do to determine that, I'm not sure. I know that when you come out with an album, it gets categorized, and I think that album, the Drops of Jupiter album, was categorized as a rock record. I don't know who decided that. I don't know how that gets decided. I think that's a strange thing because we're the same band, and one year we're categorized as rock, and the a few years later we're categorized as pop. But it may have changed over the years as well. I don't know. I mean, I feel like we're a pop rock band. That's just what we do, and pop means popular, and man, I'm just excited that I'm popular on some level. I know that Arcade Fire is popular on some level, but I don't think people would call them pop music.
No, you alluded to something in your speech about hardships in recent years. What were you talking about? What went on?
I mean, we've been through different bandmates and different managers and different wives and different everything you could think of. And the fact that we're still standing, the three of us, is really remarkable. Most bands, I think, would have definitely divorced by now and gone their own way. But somehow, I think we saw that if we kind of wiped the slate clear and got rid of some of the baggage that was holding us back, personally and also, as songwriters and everything, we stopped liking music, man. It's like Arcade Fire was inspirational at the end of it. The guy was like, hey, man, we like music, so we're going to go play another song. It's like, that kind of meant a lot to musicians like me because I get it. I know what it's like to lose faith in music and go like, you know what, it's not even fun anymore. I'm just going to go like make a meal for somebody.
Really? You stopped liking music altogether?
Yeah, I didn't really have an interest to make music.
What made you get back into it then? What did it for you?
Well, I feel like we got to the point where we decided we have to have fun or it's not worth it anymore, because the reward for us was, hey, if we're going to spend time together because we're not happy together, we have to be successful, and that means monetarily. And that's a pretty crappy goal. You know what I mean? Saying, hey, we're going to be psyched, but only if we're happy. And so we stopped with that attitude and went to, hey, let's be happy making music, and then if the rewards come, then they come. And that's what we decided to do, and it made a humongous difference. And, here we are returning to the Grammys years later because we kind of changed our attitude.
How do you guys write songs? Is it you coming with ideas, or is it a group thing?
I wrote that song with a couple of friends in New York, but each song is different. I write a lot with the guys in Train. I write a lot with people outside of Train, and, we just try to constantly mix it up and, try to stay diverse as much as we can, but sound like us.
Yeah. How hard is that to do that, to want to diversify but still
it can be. It can be pretty hard. So now I think I got to be quiet because I'm about to get on this airplane with a bunch of people.
Okay. Then we do something real quick called 5 questions. 5 quick questions, 1-word answers.
Okay.
Road or studio?
Oh, man. Right now, studio. I'm dying for the studio, but it always changes.
Lennon or McCartney?
McCartney.
Most important thing in a song, lyrics, melody, or rhythm?
Man, I used to be lyrics only, and now it's melody.
Song you've written you're most proud of?
Probably Drops of Jupiter.
Why do you say it like that?
Because I love all of them, and so to say one thing over another is hard for me. It's like saying, what's your favorite child?
Right. Fair enough. And in one word, Train.
Sincere.